Hello and welcome to week 2 of my merchanting challenge. Last week seemed really popular, there was a lot of really positive feedback and loads of responses, so thank you to everybody that did decide to enter. Now the winner this week was King of RS, who made 4.6 mil. Now there was a little bit of controversy as to whether his method was sort of legal given the rules. I didn't clarify. He actually decanted potions using Bob Barter over here, and nobody else seemed to do that. So what I've chosen to done is I've left him in this time, and to sort of compensate for it, because some people think it shouldn't have been allowed, others think it should. I've decided to pay the top 3 instead of just the top 2. And for this week, I have clarified in the rules what is allowed, what is not allowed, and hopefully, things will run a lot smoother. Last week was just a trial run, so obviously there will have been a few hiccups, and not everything will have gone perfectly. So yeah, second was ZidanelsAw, who made just under 800k, and in third place we had RS Peter, not sure which version of that you use, but yeah, he made just under 740k, and there's a full list of all the guys that entered and how much money they made or lost in the description. The record loss, I believe, was about 723k by a guy called Geezer Killer. So congratulations to you. You win the Wooden Spoon Award or whatever. Do people still have that sort of thing these days? I don't know. I remember there always being a Wooden Spoon Award for the worst in any sort of competition when I was a kid. Maybe that's outdated these days. I don't know. Okay, so the rules, guys. You must use a stopwatch to time your challenge. If you don't, it won't count as an entry. Now, once your timer reaches 10 minutes, you must cancel all your offers, no new offers going in, and sell them for the lowest auto sell price. Now, decanting potions is not allowed. Making and unpacking sets is allowed. And use of uncommonly traded items that could easily be bought out and sold back to friends who might have an obscenely high offer already in waiting is not allowed. Now, I personally can disqualify any video that I feel, at my own discretion, might have been aided by collusion in any way. So you must submit your entry as a video response to this video. I don't really care about the title. This isn't sort of to get views or anything like that. You don't really have to mention me, as long as it's submitted as a video response to this video, and the submission deadline for that is midnight British Standard Time on Saturday the 28th of April. I usually do a little bit of a warning, the day before I'll post a channel bulletin, just reminding you guys, and I might mention it in a future video depending on what my release schedule looks like. I mean, I don't tend to really plan what videos I'm going to do. Like, I have no idea what videos I'll be making after this one. I don't really plan it, as ideas come into my head I make videos, so I can't really say that there will definitely be a reminder video posted for you. Now, first place will get 50 mil, second will get 25 mil, and third will get 10 mil. So the rules for this one are, very similar but slightly different. You'll be starting with 20 mil in your money pouch this week, and every week we'll just change the amount of money you use in your pouch. Maybe we'll tweak the time, but I think 10 minutes is a really nice round number, and much longer, and people won't want to do it much shorter, and it becomes very difficult. So I think 10 minutes is a great all-round amount of time for players to have. So yeah, 20 mil this time. It will vary. There will be weeks where we have it for, where the big merchants can enter, where they can start with a 500 mil cash pile or whatever. But I do want to include as many people as possible. So for the most part, I think that most of the weeks on my challenge will be starting cash piles anywhere from like a mil to 50 mil maybe, and maybe some weeks will have item restrictions, or some weeks will say you have to do it merchanting a certain type of item, such as runes or armor items or something like that. But again, it's something. Why am I always in low detail when I make videos? I really no, it's too late to really fix it. It's because when I'm in World 2 and it's really laggy, I just switch to low detail. So yeah, that is all for this video. So best of luck to all of you that enter. I am not going to embarrass myself by attempting to flip my 20 mil, because I'll probably just lose money. And but yeah, I did learn a lot from last week's entries, and what I think I'm going to do with this week's entries is I'll take the best ideas and the best the best ideas that people have for items to merchant, and I will take them, I'll make notes on them, and then in the subsequent week's videos I'll sort of mention, like, hey, those of you that are struggling with this, that want to learn more, you can try this item, try that item, try doing this, try doing that. And the idea behind this is for you to look at other people's video submissions and start to learn a lot more about merchanting. I've obviously learned a lot, and yeah, I mean, it's a learning curve for all of us, including myself, because I've never really been much of a merchant. So that is all for now, guys. So as always, thank you for watching, and good luck to everybody that enters. And until next time, as always, take care. Oh, one thing I did forget to mention, you've got to examine your money pouch so that we know you're starting with exactly 20 mil, and then once you finish your challenge, just examine it again so that we can see how much money you have made. If by chance you're playing in full screen, or you know your recording isn't great quality, make sure you actually type it out and make sure it is definitely visible. There have been some cases of players submitting it, and it's been really difficult to you know, just make sure exactly how much money that person has made. If you take a look at the score table in the description of the people that entered last week, you'll see that, you know, in some cases there was just a few coins difference between one place and another, and it could make the difference between second and third, or first and second, or whatever. So, you know, it is in your best interests to try and make it as clear as possible. But yeah, thanks guys.